After the long weeks of frustration, the Philistines' camp was filled with excitement for the promised spectacle of death. It was a foregone conclusion that Goliath would butcher any man the Israelites sent down.
What a great butcher!
So, you great mountain of flesh, you found some sport for the morning. When you've slaughtered that Hebrew, you bring his head to me for my tent standard. And I promise you'll walk with me at the front of my triumph when we return to Gaza.
And while the Philistines were already prematurely celebrating, Abner was readying his captains to take advantage of the diversion.
Keep a company in plain view up there cheering.
Movement of several hundred men were the keys to success.
Get into positions with your men and pray to the Lord God to guide your arms. Go now. And when you hear the sound of the shofar, attack!
Oh, you Hebrew mongrels! Would you slay me with old age, waiting for your champion? Where is this mighty man of your dirty and diseased race?
Abner had understood his enemy well. Within minutes, the entire Philistine camp was crowding forward to watch the slaughter. And Abner's captains began deploying their weapons for the attack.
I am David. I accept your challenge.
The shock of seeing a slight young boy come to challenge their fearsome giant drew the attention of the entire Philistine camp, from the officers down to the horse grooms.
Blood, what is this? Dare you mock me? You Hebrew dung beetles! You send a child to make war with the greatest fighter in the world!
David, a teenager who chose to wear no armor, could have easily outmaneuvered the armored giant Goliath for three medical reasons. One, those who suffer from gigantism tend to be awkward instead of quick in their movements. Two, giants tend to be weaker in their muscle strength than those who are younger and smaller in size. And three, giants typically suffer from bilateral temporal hemianopia. That's peripheral vision loss, meaning David could have easily run from side to side, staying out of Goliath's visual field while setting up his shot or provoking the giant.
The Philistine giant was suddenly filled with a trembling rage.
The javelin, not the spear, you stupid ox! Boy's a leaping gazelle, not a charging lion.
Just a few breaths more, my brave little man.
Getting tired? You great mountain of pagan flesh?
I'm going to carve you up very slowly, you wormy little pup, just because you made me sweat.
Finally, the captains led their men into the attack positions.
Shepherd sling. You think the great Goliath is a slinking jackal that can be stung by a pebble?
Curse the living God, idol worshiper. God will deliver you into my hands.
The Israelite attack was so swift and awesome that the Philistine post was destroyed in a few terrible minutes. In any court of law, the story of David and Goliath, as described in the Bible, would stand vindicated by the evidence. Experts have proven the existence of giants in both ancient and modern times. We have seen it demonstrated that the slingshot is a deadly weapon.
There's a most interesting side note to this story. This helmet is a replica of the Aegean type, probably worn by the Philistine army of that day. You will note that there is no visor. It was critically important for a soldier to keep his head tilted forward in battle to gain maximum protection. But if the wearer were to throw his head back, as Goliath may have done in a fit of laughter, this important part of his forehead was exposed. Perhaps this was the reason visors were added to battle helmets soon after Goliath's fall.
Historical and archaeological evidence proves David's existence and his many deeds, from the killing of Goliath to ruling a united Israelite nation.